It's Week 14 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Cowboys and the Texans on EA Sports.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Houston Texans and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gutton, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is taken just shy of the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Cowboys taking the field on offense, and for a seventh season, it's Dak Prescott who brings them out.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And Dak going to start out going to the air. Able to hit his target limb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Prescott now. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. 3 yards remain for second down. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. They kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains. So they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. 7 yards on the carry, make it 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 24 carries, a trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
And he has 12 touchdowns on the ground this season, so you know he's a big part of their offense. They count on him, not only to score the touchdowns, but now they can play action, fake it to him, throw it out to the wide receivers, get it to other players who can also produce.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Outright, he finds Tolbert. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And again, it's Prescott. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on 3rd down, in particular not letting 3rd and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on 1st and 2nd down as well to get to 3rd and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, 1st and goal. They got to like what they're doing on this drive.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, it kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
As the Texans offense runs out, we get a peek at the man under center. 2nd-year quarterback Davis Mills out of Stanford.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
1st and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their 25-yard line. A 1st down throw for Mills. And this one's incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Now Mills. And that will be incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Cowboy offense heading out. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. As of this moment, as pretty much everyone knows, they sit alone in that top spot, but nothing is guaranteed. They haven't even clinched the playoffs. So a good start, but a long way to go.
And you know, a blunt veteran inside their locker room has stood up at one point or another and said, you know all this means nothing so far. We've got to cover this, get it done. What do we want to be? It's like winning a title in August, right, in preseason. Doesn't count. Let's go ahead and get this thing done.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw hauled in by Washington. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. But he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Now Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing. Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes there's that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Mills now.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
And And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Mechie. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Repeat of the last play, going to Mechie here. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys getting set for their next possession. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be. Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Prescott yet again. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. These two teams, if you look back to 2021, quite a disparity between these two Lone Star State offenses. Last season, the Cowboys #1 in the league in terms of total yardage. And meanwhile, the Texans, we know about all the struggles that they had. They came in at number 32, which is dead last. Meanwhile, Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The offense on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott, throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, this has definitely been a ball control offense here in the 1st half. We saw them go on a long scoring drive the last time they had the ball. And now here, they get the 3rd down conversion to keep this drive going.
Elliott diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
Marr on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. That time, a 9-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight. We got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. Second down, Mills. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Mills to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys continue to pull away here this first half. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. They find some open field here. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Mills on 1st down. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. From the 45 on 2nd down, Mills. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. Working out of the gun, Mills. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mills to the air again. And he slings one that's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Mills. Escaping. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Here's Matt Ariza now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Prescott now on 2nd down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Jalen Petrie
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Holding offense.
That's on the former first-rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. Mills. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the safety there, another mistake, and these mistakes just keep piling up.
How many more can they make? They put themselves in such a massive hole now. It's going to be difficult to dig out from under.
Yeah, for sure they can't afford anymore at this point. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Taken from just outside the 30.
Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Prescott. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Dorsett on the return. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Another one caught by Collins. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
1st down, Mills. Mills hit, and he loses the ball.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Mills now.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. That's some strong running. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Holding offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. To try again after the sack. Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the 1st drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. But Dak Prescott, probably not the first name you think of in terms of strongest arms in the NFL, but he showed it off there.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Throwing, Prescott.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, but that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
And now out comes Houston.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15.
Throwing, Mills. This one left side caught by Collins. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Pierce now up the middle.
And he stopped immediately there.
To throw, Mills.
And he fires one, but incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Mills to the sideline, and out now is Kaimi Fairbairn for the Houston field goal try.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that'll put us within 3 scores as it becomes now a 23-point game. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. missed field goal, you always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to a stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Texans will take over.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A first down throw for Mills.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Mills throw complete here, pulled in by Howard. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Mills again. Caught left side by Mechie.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. This will be complete to Mechie.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Mills.
And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the
1. Mills to throw it.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans.
Brevin Jordan
from a yard out.
And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Dallas offense set for this next drive.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jonathan Grenard in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down, They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Inside give to Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Looking to throw is Mills.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
Mills' throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Mills on 1st down.
To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, Mills.
A quick throw, but incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And going to books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
So now after the sack, Mills and the Texans needing to navigate a 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott got his man there complete to Gallup. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A
Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallo.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. That's caught again by Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Dancing to his left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. The kick by Maher is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
So here's Mills and the Texans down by 15. A minute 53 remaining. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Mills' throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Mills now.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Mills. He gets it to Cooks.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Forced out to his left.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down. Mills to the air again.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down.
Mills.
And this one is incomplete.
Mills, 4th down, gotta have it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over here up near the 40.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Dallas, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Texans...